Today was not the most exciting day for football, soccer. So that's why this is so late today. And also, we had errands to run. And I had hockey awards to watch. So, again, apologetically, my hockey channel is my main channel. But, entertainment guy. So, I've got my Pickle Rick shirt and Rick and Morty hat. Because, yeah, I'm still entertainment guy. And there'll still be TV stuff to talk about. But let's take a look at Group A. So, well, this is a Group B match, and this is a Group B match. This is Group A's match as well. Of course, Russia and Egypt played yesterday, and Egypt's like, come on, Saudi Arabia, and it just wasn't going to happen. Every game today was 1-0, and the closest you get to excitement is the idea in the second half of Spain-Iran that maybe Iran can get one, and then they did, and then it got taken away. Replay, it's gone. Poof. Portugal beats Morocco 1-0, and heartbreaker for Morocco. And there's some luck for all three of these teams that won today, really honestly. But there's no big upset, and you can already see these groups are starting to sort themselves out just a little bit. Just a tad. Spain and Portugal tie each other, so it's win, draw, and loss. So for people who are hockey fans, it's a little different because it's win, loss, draw, or overtime loss in hockey. Here it's win, draw, loss. Because there's 3 points for a win and 1 for a draw, which makes the wins all that much more important. Russia now leads 2-0 in their division, well, their group. 8 goals for, 1 against. Their goal differential is +7. Remember, that's the tiebreaker. 6 points. Uruguay, 2 wins. 2-0 is their score over 2 games. They're +2. 6 points. The interesting thing for Uruguay is this. They haven't looked good yet. Keep waiting for Suarez to remind me why I was such a huge fan of his in the last World Cup. And I haven't seen it yet, and yet they're 2-0. So now they're going to go into their final game next week where they get to play against the Russians for Group A supremacy. And the funny thing is, when the announcer's talking about, oh, this is going to be a big match because it's going to decide probably between Spain and Portugal which one you're going to play. Well, pick your poison because I don't think playing Spain or Portugal is going to be easy by any stretch. Portugal beats Morocco 1-0, which means Morocco is eliminated. Egypt and Saudi Arabia are eliminated. There's 3 teams out of the World Cup, and we've barely started the second game of each group. Spain beating Iran showed that Iran had all the heart in the world. They just didn't quite have the finish. And then when they did, the goal got pulled back. If Spain had had a draw in that game, we would have something major to talk about. We would be talking about how Spain has 2 points through 2 games, and Iran would have had 4. But Spain comes out on the positive side, and they have to feel somewhat fortunate. Portugal may have as well, and to some extent Uruguay. These Iran, Saudi Arabia, and Morocco, not known as huge powers in the soccer world, and yet it was only a 1-goal win for each team. But again, some of this was hard to watch. I got to be honest. There was some of this that was like watching paint dry. If you don't watch soccer and you're like, I'm going to give the World Cup a shot, today it was not the day to watch it. It was slow. I'm hoping that next week when we have 4 games a day, yeah, I actually looked ahead at the schedule, just to figure out exactly when this is going to come to a close. Which is July 16th, which is going to be, I'm going to, we're doing meetups, and I'm going to be in Vegas, and I'm going to be doing reports on this from Vegas, apparently. So, this group has already sorted itself out, minus whoever's going to be first. This group, it looks like it's going to be Spain and Portugal, unless Iran pulls off a major upset over Portugal. It's likely Spain and Portugal. Their final game is against Morocco, who are 0-2. They haven't scored a goal yet. Well, the bad news is they get Spain in the next game. And so it'll be Spanish and Portuguese. The winner of that group plays either Uruguay or Russia. And that's going to be an interesting round of 16, to be completely honest. I think that'll be a ton of fun. I really do. I think that'll be a ton of fun. But, World Cup being World Cup, this was just one of those days. You do have days that are kind of snoozers, and this was kind of a snoozer. There's not really any major storyline to me that stood out today other than 3 teams are eliminated. And we'll see how things shake down tomorrow. There's 3 games again tomorrow. There's a game starting in about 8 hours from when I'm doing the 7.5. So I don't expect a ton of views for this video, but that's okay. Tomorrow I will be able to, because I was using both of my whiteboards. This one I was using for the awards, and the other one I'm using for the draft, which is on Friday for the NHL. I didn't really have anywhere to put this and time to do this, and it is what it is. But after week 1, we've already got 2 teams confirmed for the 16. Will Spain and Portugal make it next? And will we see more teams confirmed tomorrow? Odds are we probably will. One of the wonderful things about the World Cup is when you see countries in here that it's inspirational to see them in here. The bad news is those are the teams that usually lose the group and are done after the first week. But just getting here is monumental for some of these countries, and I honestly applaud them for that. So there you go. My World Cup update for today, including the group standings, and I will get more into the group standings now that we're really a healthy way into this, where we can discuss who's confirmed and who hasn't. But there you go. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happen upon this video. I'm well aware that this is being shot 10 hours after that last game finished. Or no, it would have been 8 hours after the last game finished. Anyways, it's been a while, so I understand that this is late, but I had to report on it. I just gotta. So let me know your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.